Bought this aftermarket iPhone 16 Pro housing from AliExpress, and in this video I'll be using it to convert this iPhone XR to look like an iPhone 16 Pro. It's okay to do a conversion like this if you plan to use it for personal use or as a gift to a friend. I know there are people who sell fake iPhones, so make sure you don't get scammed. I'll quickly show you how to check the actual model of any iPhone. So even after I convert this iPhone XR to a 16 Pro, you're still going to be able to tell it's an XR. So the first thing after the conversion, the screen is still going to be the same. It's not going to look like a 16 Pro screen. It's going to have this dark part on the top, just like you can see on this iPhone 13 Pro Max. New models have their ear speaker mesh right on the edge of the phone. You can see the iPhone XR has it below, so that way you can obviously tell the difference. But the number one way to know is to go to your settings app, then you scroll down to general and go to about. On the About page, you should be able to see the model name. And this one, it says iPhone XR. So even after I convert this to an iPhone 16 Pro, it's still gonna say iPhone XR. The next thing you can do is go to the model number, then go on your web browser to Google and type in this model number. It should come up as an XR. That way you also know the model number is an XR. But also be careful. There are fake iPhones out there that actually look alike from the outside. So like this one I have right here, this is a fake iPhone 16 Pro Max. And you can see in the model name, it says iPhone 16 Pro Max. But these fake ones actually run on Android software. And it's difficult to tell if they're fake from just looking at the outside, because the screen actually looks like the 16 Pro. One way I used to know if it's a fake iPhone, when you try to click this, it doesn't go anywhere. But if you do the same thing on an actual iPhone, it should actually take you to this page where you can see more details. But as you can see, this one's not doing anything. So that's one way you can tell a fake iPhone that has an Android software. I'll go deeper in showing you guys how to spot fake iPhones in my next video. So subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when this video drops. If you're looking to buy an iPhone from local sellers, please make sure you check so you don't get scammed. So now I'll start converting this XR. The good thing about this housing which I bought that's going to make the conversion a lot easier is because it comes with a bunch of parts that I won't need to transfer from this XR. It comes with a SIM card reader, the bottom speaker, the Taptic engine, also comes with the charging port flex, the wireless charger and flex, the flashlight, and the side buttons. So all I'll be needing to transfer is the motherboard, the battery, the back camera, front camera, and that should be about it with the screen. Okay, so now I'll take out the screen by taking out the two pentalobe screws with a pentalobe screwdriver. I want to make sure I put everything on a magnet mat, making sure everything is organized. That way it's easy to transfer and know where every part comes out from. This will make any repair a lot easy. But I think this phone has been opened already, so it should come out easy. I'll place it on my heat plate for about 1 minute. After about 1 minute, I'll take it out. Then I'll insert my opening tool between the screen and the frame, trying to create a gap. So once a gap is created, like I said, this phone has been opened already before. That's why I was able to create a gap easier. Then I'll insert my guitar pick in the gap. Use it to cut through the adhesive gently. While I'm doing that, I'll be applying some alcohol to also help soften the adhesive. And just going gently up and down. And now I'll go to the other side, do the same thing. Now grab the bottom and wiggle side to side. I think the XR is open to the right, so I'll wiggle all the way to the right. And now it's open. Look to take out the screen's flex cable, but first thing I want to do is disconnect the battery. That way I avoid any short circuits. That's the first thing you always want to do when repairing a phone. You always want to make sure the battery is disconnected. Because if you don't disconnect the battery and start to take out parts, you might end up damaging something, which is never a good start. So now I'll disconnect the battery. Now it's disconnected, I'll take out the other plates. Go in here. Once I take both of them out, I should be able to separate the screen. So this plate is out. And now the top plate. This one has 4 screws. 3 with a tri-point screwdriver. And now disconnect the flex cable. Now the screen is separated, I'll put it to the side. Now I want to take out the camera so I can get access to the motherboard. Take out this screw right here. Not sure if you can see it. This one right here with this metal piece. Take it out. Make sure I don't break it. I like to hold the top and I'll turn gently. So press it down. Normally I notice that metal breaks if you don't hold it down. Okay, now it's out. I'll take out the 2 screws holding the back camera's plate. So the top one with a Phillips screwdriver. And bottom one with a flathead screwdriver. Okay, now the plate is out. I can go ahead and take out the back camera by disconnecting the flex cable. Now the back camera is out. Put it to the side. Okay, next I want to take out the front camera. Take out the flex cables. I think there's about 2 or 3. I'll just disconnect all these ones anyways because I'll still take them out. So I'll just go ahead to take out the motherboard. Disconnect all the flex cables around it. Okay, I might also need to take out the SIM card reader. Take the screws out, holding down the motherboard. There's one right here. Another one over here. Okay, I think there's 2 on the top, one right here. And last one all the way to the top. I'll need to take out a SIM card reader. So we just take out the screws. There are about 3 of them. We already took 1 out, so there's 2 more left. Okay, 1 and 2. Make sure you keep this metal piece safe. Also need to take out the SIM card tray. That way I can take out the SIM card reader. So now the tray is out. Push this little pin right here back in. That's what normally helps eject the tray. So push it back in. Now you can see the SIM card reader is out. That was easy. Okay, I missed the screwdriver in the middle. This one right here. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws we're holding the motherboard down. There's 6 screws for the XR. I know the newer models like the 14s, they only have like 2 or 3 screws holding down the motherboard. Now that one's out. Hopefully that was the last one. Yes, looks like that was the last one. And now the motherboard is out. You can see here on the 16 Pro frame, we have everything down here. So I don't need to take these out. I don't think I'll need that. I don't know what it is. Oh, that is a flashlight. So they relocated the flashlight because the 16 Pro's flashlight is up on the top. So they didn't put a flashlight down here. They put it up right here in the top. And I'll proceed to take out the battery. So to easily take out a battery, I like to use heat and alcohol. So grab 99% rubbing alcohol and apply below the battery. That way it gets to the adhesive. Put some on the top, make it flow down. Same on the bottom. Just making sure it gets to the adhesive and softens the adhesive. Okay, then I'll place it on the heat plate just for about 1 minute. I should be good to take it off then. So after about 1 minute, I'll grab my plastic spudger and start from the top, just wiggling gently side to side. You notice the battery start to come out. Okay, then I'll continue to wiggle. Now you can see it's coming out already. And there your battery's out. That was really easy, right? And now I should be able to take out the front camera. I'll just go below the flex. This should come out easy. And just go to the top. And that's out. Put it away. And we're going to be needing to take out this pin and transfer it. It's needed for the screen to stay hooked in. So this one doesn't come with it. But on the other side, we can see they're all in there. I'll just take it out real quick and transfer it. If you can see that, it has 2 screws. I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. So 1 and 2. Now that's out. Okay, so there's 3 more things I need to take out. One right there, this little thing right here, not sure what it's for. Then this last metal for the screen, I'll take that one out first. Also has 2 screws. Now we'll go here. This one has 1 screw. I need some alcohol because there's a little bit of adhesive on it. Use my metal tweezer and that's out. Now I'll take this one, which should be the last thing to take out. Then I'll start the transfer process. And that's everything. Now I'll start to transfer the parts to the iPhone 16 Pro aftermarket housing. Okay, now I'll start the transfer. This should be pretty easy. I'll start with this thing right here. It's a metal piece. I think it helps keep the front camera in place. A little thing right there. Not sure if you guys can see it. It kind of has to sit on this thing right here. You can see it close. You can actually tell where it's supposed to sit. Once it's on, I'll screw it down. I want to make sure it's facing up. Okay, now that's in. Put this so you guys can see it. This is really easy to do, especially when you've done it a couple of times. I know a lot of people think phone repairs are hard, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes, just like anything. Like cooking, riding a bike, whatever you can think of that you know how to do easily. It's pretty much the same thing. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Okay, next I'll put this side things. These are so necessary. Make sure they're sitting right. I know it doesn't look important, but these are very important to put in place correctly. Else your screen is not going to sit in firmly. So now the second screw. Okay, now I'll put a second one. You can see it. Has to sit in this way. With this part facing the wall of the frame. So right here. And I'll put a second screw. Okay, for this one, I'll have to take the SIM card reader out so I can start to put the motherboard on. And I'll take out a SIM card tray. That way I can actually take out the reader. Okay, that's out. I'll take this out. But this doesn't come with the SIM card tray ejector. I need to transfer it from this one. There's this little thing right here. I'm sure if you can see it. Right there. That's used to eject the SIM card tray. So it should go in the hole right there if you can see it. So in here. Right there. I'm just gonna push it in. Okay, now that's in. Grab the motherboard, make sure it's below all the flex cables that are going to go above it. Start from the top. You know, connect the flex cables. This one right here, this one right there. That one, and this is for the charger. Okay, that's in, and this is for the wireless charger. That's also in. Okay, then now we'll put back our SIM card reader and connect its flex cable to the motherboard. Okay, now that's connected, I'll screw it down. Start with the SIM card reader. Put the first 2 screws. So this one right there. And this other one. And I'll put the 6 screws for the motherboard, starting with this one right here. On my flathead screwdriver, I'll put the other 5. So one on the top right. one in the middle right, one in the bottom left. Making sure I'm not pressing down too hard, that way I don't break the back glass. And one on the top. One more at the top. So I put the last one, I'll tighten everything. Okay, now I'll start tightening them. So remember, don't push so hard so you don't break the back glass. So last thing you want to do. Okay, now everything looks firm. Put the SIM card tray just to make sure it comes in and out. So it's locked in. I'll just bring it out. You can see it goes in and out. Now it's time to put in the back camera. I'll take this protective film out. That's to make sure dust doesn't go in. And I'll put in the back camera, connect its flex cable, put back its plate, screw it down with 2 screws, one on the top, one on the bottom. Put this metal piece back. Not sure what it's for, just put it on. Okay, then now I can put back the front camera. We're almost done. Oh, that's all in. I'm liking this so far. Put back the battery and put back the screen. I think that should be about it. So I'll put the battery real quick. So I'll put the adhesive tape on. Okay, starting with the top. I think that's on. Do the same thing to the bottom. So on. Take this out. Okay, now to perfectly align the battery, I like to connect the battery first. So connect the flex cable to the connector. And now I can push it down gently and it's gonna sit in place. I like to do it this way. That way I know the flex cable is at the right position. Because if I put the battery down first, I might miss the location of the flex cable. Okay, then I'll disconnect the battery now. Now it's time to put on the screen. We'll connect it. Really excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Looks really good so far. Okay, then I'll connect the battery. Now I'll put back the plates, starting with the top one. And I'll start to screw it down. There are 4 screws. One right here. I'll screw them super tight right now, but once they're all in, then I'll tighten them. Second one down there. And the third one over here. The fourth one with a Phillips screwdriver. Then the next plate, it has 2 screws. So one here, and the second one. Now the last plate, this one has 3 screws. So 1, 2, and 3. So now you can go ahead and tighten all the screws. Just make sure they're tight enough. Don't force them where you end up stripping the screws. Okay, now it's time to close down the screen. I like to start from the top. Straighten out these hooks here. Just make sure they're straight. And now start from the top, lift the bottom, and just make sure it's all locked in. And now I go to the bottom, go to the sides. Can you hear it lock in? I know people use glue or adhesive strips to hold down the screen. I won't be needing to use glue, just in case I need to open this phone again. Since it's for personal use, I prefer it that way. And now put back the 2 pentlobe screws. This will also help keep it secure. Okay, screw it down. Now look at that, I'll turn it on, see if it works. It looks good. Just turned an XR to a 16 Pro. At least it looked like a 16 Pro. It's not an actual 16 Pro. Look at that. Really good, right? you guys think, something you guys are going to attempt to do. Maybe give it out as a gift to a friend, family, save some money. That way you don't have to end up spending a lot of money on the actual 16 Pro. Still going to tell you the same thing when you go to the model name. Still telling you an iPhone XR, and though it looks like a 16 Pro back. This is just a way to upgrade my phone. If you'd like to see more videos like this, check the video on the right, and for a repair playlist, check the playlist on the left. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.